I'm Professor MBANEFO ODUM. The solution to the problem of insecurity we are having is that, first of all, the government should be sincere, because the high level of insensitivity, from what we've had from contributors, you can hear cases of community members trying to make efforts to reach the government to provide security before an attack, and then the help won't come. After the attack, we will now see security men who appear to be coming there to restrain people from a reprisal attack. Now, the basic action the government has to take is that we know some of the things that trigger the problem. Bad governance. When you don't respond to the basic needs of the people, there must be agitation. And when this agitation takes off, you will now start using firefighting mechanism to stop it. Recently, we heard that the president gave instruction that whoever is carrying AK-47 should be shot aside. But when this trend started of herdsmen carrying AK-47, we saw the action of the government. It wasn't as if they were eager to stop them. We saw people trying to explain that they have to carry arms in order to protect their businesses. But the question is, there are so many aspects of businesses in the country. Are other businessmen carrying AK-47 in order to defend themselves in their businesses? It would have been better if they are saying, go and contact a security operative if you think you need help. So, the early warning signal are being, early warning signals are being ignored by the government in the country. We wait until things snowball, until things get out of hand. So, part of the solution is that the government should be sincere and do the rightful thing. The economy is bad. We are talking about high level of unemployment, and we are talking about people agitating. There must be dialogue. If you engage the people, first of all, you understand where the problem is. Once you can solve, you tell them that these are the efforts we are making. But once you decide that everything must be with force, the moment you think that you are calming them, you are only securing a piece of the graveyard. And with time, it will burst.
Do you see this unknown gunmen as another Boko Haram in the making?
Yes, this is how Boko Haram started. First of all, you won't know where they are coming from. By the time Boko Haram started, you remember it was just like this. Unfortunately, some people were saying negotiate with them, that the government of Goodluck negotiated with Niger Delta militants, or rather, government of Yaradua. But Niger Delta militants, you can identify them and know what they actually need. For the Boko Haram, you don't know what they needed as at the time they started. Initially, they were saying they want to sanitize their political environment. Eventually, it became a religious issue. And so you don't know who to negotiate with. Now, the unknown gunmen, you have called them unknown gunmen. So you don't even know who they are. What do they want specifically? You can only infer, probably, there are people agitating for Biafra. But that is a matter of speculation. Some people are even saying that these are invaders that want to make the Southeast ungovernable. They are largely unknown. By the time they are known, that is when you even start saying, we engage them. What do you want? When they say that this is what we want food on our table, you will say, okay, we are preparing to do it. But if they are nowhere, they just come and attack like that, and nobody knows them, and they are called unknown gunmen. If you don't know them, you won't know their intention. You won't know what they want. And therefore, you won't even know how to solve their problem. It will be a matter of speculation. Some of the attacks going on, some are saying, IPOB are even saying that they are not the one that initiated the attack. And so when you impose it on them, you are the ones. And they are saying, we are not the ones. And we are calling them unknown gunmen. So it is a very dangerous trend. It's just like the Boko Haram, because the worst is that you don't know who do you meet if you want to negotiate. If you want to understand the problem, the challenges for which they are fighting, who do you call to the table and say, how do we solve it? Because whoever is agitating for anything must have grouses and grounds for the agitation. And it is when you come and negotiate and talk with that person that you can say, this is how we can solve the problem. Or if you don't know the person, you won't even identify the problem and you can't even identify the way to solve the problem. Yes, I think we have ignored the early warning signal, and we are even gotten to the moment that we have to start the firefighting approach. Because we are saying that the economy is so bad. We have a high level of unemployment, and people are suffering. Unfortunately, the government and government officials refuse to act in line with that. They continued in ostentatious display of wealth. If you see a governor or a senator or any political officer, if you see the lineup of their cars, telling people there's enough money in this country, if you are unemployed, it is because you have been ignored. And so people are equally having a false sense of entitlement. Because when you, with one mouth, you say that the country is so difficult, we can't handle any problem, we can't build roads, we have meager resources, and then when the same people turn around to look at you, they see enough wealth and resources. Everything around you shows that there is enormous wealth. So that it is a matter of redistribution, that you are not distributing it well. So part of the early warning signal is for government to be sincere, the government officials, stop telling people that there is no money, and then you keep spending money lavishly. And then solve the basic problems about governance. The basic problem about governance. Attend to the needs of the people. When you are so insensitive and you think that everything is about just going to radio to say, don't worry, and you wait until the time for election, that is when our politicians and government functionaries, especially the political aspect of them, that's when they get close to the masses. That's when you see them frying akara along the road, entering keke, eating at the buka, at the roadside buka, identifying with the masses. But by the time they win elections, you will see them, little problem, they cut off the major roads leading close to government house, leading close to police station. And you create this impression to the people, okay, you people can die there, let us just secure ourselves. Do you understand? It is the kind of impression it creates among the people that there is a danger within the community. And first of all, you cordon off your environment where you live. Let the rest of the country be where they are. And even major roads, feeder roads, you block it off. It doesn't send good signal. It doesn't send good signal. So it doesn't show that the government is responsible. Let them be more responsible. Let them get closer to the people. It doesn't take a lot to be closer to the people. By the time you get closer to the people, you will understand what they want and solve their problems. Don't wait till the elections. Only during the election, that's when you can step into the crowd and shake hands with the people and ask them what they want and enter keke to know how it feels and buy banana directly from the hawkers and to show that you are identifying with people. But the moment the elections are over, you just enter your tinted car with tinted glasses and the people can't even see you again.